Okay, again, welcome to the School of NBC and SSP. And today we will discuss with the most important topic in ancient India. Right, the Mauryan dynasty or the Mauryan Empire. It is the first empire to be established in India and the largest and the first empire. Largest and first empire to be established in India. It's a very important topic today. Okay, let's see some of the basic thing about this dynasty. See, it is an Indian dynasty, okay? They are Indians and they are going to rule over all parts of India. So almost, remember, 134 years. They are going to rule for 134 years, the Mauryan dynasty, with their capital city at Pataliputra. And we all know Pataliputra is represented in Bihar. Yesterday I discussed about the Rashtriya, right? Magat. So Pataliputra is a part of the present-day Bihar, and it is the official capital city of the Mauryan dynasty. And one more, remember, they ruled for almost 134 years, and now we have to see which part comes under the Mauryan dynasty. The largest dynasty to be established in India. Okay, the largest, the powerful, in the first kingdom to be established. First empire in the ancient period, Mauryan dynasty. Here comes the greatest ruler, Ashoka. We will discuss the life of Ashoka today. So firstly, before that, let's see the extent of these civilizations. In the north, till Himalayas. Okay, it is like this. The extent of this dynasty. Okay, in the north, it went up to Himalayas. In the south, till Deccan. Remember, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu never comes under. In the South India, there is some area. South India, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu never comes under, but till Deccan Plateau. You can say till some part of Karnataka, Mysore. Okay, Deccan. You can just write Deccan Kingdom. South India, they never went down because of its dense forests. Okay, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu never ever captured or ruled by the Mauryans. No. In the South India, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu never comes under because of its dense forests. They went up to the Deccan or up to somehow Karnataka, Mysore, you know. Okay, they Dutch. And in the western, you can give Afghanistan and Pakistan. In the west, it extended up to Afghanistan and Pakistan. And in the east, till Bangladesh, okay, or you can write Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal was also captured by the Mauryans. Or you can just write Bangladesh. Bangladesh. Okay, so this is the thing you remember. So, they ruled for almost 134 years, and these are all Indians. So today we will discuss about who is the founder of this dynasty, the greatest dynasty, their administration. Remember, later Vedic period, you can go for basic. But Indus Valley, Jainism, Buddhism, and Mauryan, you have to go very deep because it's a major part of the ancient India. Alright, the later Vedic period, you can go for just the basic study. But this, no, this you have to go very deep because it's the major dynasty. This is the major dynasty. Just remember this name. Chandragupta Maurya, Bindusara, and Ashoka. These are only three kings in BC is going to ask you. Okay, so remember, Chandragupta is the founder. Chandragupta is the founder of the Mauryan dynasty in the year 321 BC. It was Chandragupta Maurya who founded the Maurya dynasty in the year 321 BC. Chandragupta has a son known as Bindusara. Bindusara has a son known as Ashoka, the greatest king of India. So these are the three kings we will first discuss. Alright, today we will discuss these three kings, but I'm just introducing it, basic introduction. Chandragupta Maurya is the founder, who founded the Maurya dynasty in the year 321 BC. He is also from the Kshatriya's clan, okay, which means the warrior. He was from the army. Right, Kshatriya means the warrior. We have all discussed this. So, Chandragupta, he has a son, Bindusara. Bindusara has a son known as Ashoka. Bindusara has a son known as Ashoka. Okay, this is the area which was captured by Chandragupta Maurya. Magad, Ganges Valley, central India, and northwest part of India. Okay. Magad, Ganges Valley, central India, and northwest part of India. Northwest part of India, central India, Ganges Valley, and Magad. Magad is present there. Bihar, right? Which is in Bihar. So these are the areas. Which are captured by our first king, Chandragupta Maurya, and he is also the founder of this dynasty, the Mauryan dynasty. So now we will see whatever. See, he ruled from 321 BC till 297 AD. 297 BC. Okay, at the time period. Chandragupta Maurya ruled India from 321 BC till 297 BC. And he is the founder of the Maurya dynasty. A very famous war is going to be fought between Chandragupta Maurya and Seleucus Nicator, who was sent by Alexander the Great. We all know Alexander General, right? So it was Alexander who sent his famous general, Seleucus Nicator. Seleucus Nicator. Too important. Seleucus Nicator was the famous Alexander general. So he was sent by Alexandria. So now Chandragupta Maurya in Seleucus Nicator is going to fight a war in India in the year 305 BC. Too important. And very important from the NBC point of view. Seleucus Nicator. A famous war was fought in the year 305 BC between Chandragupta Maurya and Seleucus Nicator. But after that, again, they became the best friend. Okay, actually, after the war, they became the best friend. So, what happened is that it was Chandragupta Maurya who has given 500 elephants. Okay, this is often asked in NBC exam. It was Chandragupta Maurya who gave 500 elephants to Seleucus Nicator. Okay, this was asked in NBC. As a friendship, Chandragupta Maurya gifted 500 elephants to Seleucus Nicator, and in return, it was Seleucus Nicator who gave Parapanisanti. This is a Sanskrit word. Parapanisantia, which means present-day Kabul. Okay, and Kabul is the capital city of Afghanistan today. Parapanisanti means the Kabul, and Kabul is present-day the capital city of Afghanistan. Next is Arya, which means Herat. Ketursia means present-day Balochistan in Pakistan. Okay, Balochistan is a very important province in Pakistan today. Araha means present-day Kandahar, which is in Afghanistan. Herat is also in Afghanistan. These are the area. Arya means Herat. This is the name. Okay, this is the Sanskrit name, and this is the Indian name, Herat, the English name. So these are the areas which was given to Chandragupta Maurya by Seleucus Nicator. Again, as a friendship, it was Seleucus Nicator who has given all these important cities to Chandragupta Maurya as a friendship, and they became the best friend again. So these are some of the things you can expect from NBSC. Alright, what is Herat? Well, what are the areas? Kandahar, Balochistan, and Kabul. So after that, in the year 297 BC, he stepped down in favor of his son, Bindusara. Okay, Chandragupta Maurya stepped down in favor of his son, Bindusara. So we will going to discuss the next topic. Remember, he became a follower of Jainism, often asked in NBSC. Chandragupta Maurya became a follower of Jainism at the end of his life. They will give you option Buddhism. No, it is wrong. He became a follower of Jainism at the end of his life. Chandragupta Maurya, very important. Okay, this is often asked. Chandragupta Maurya became a follower of Tash. He became a follower of Jainism at the end of his life. At the end of his life. Bindusara is the son of Chandragupta Maurya. Okay, so see, he ruled from 297 BC till 272 BC, and he's the man who captured the land between the two seas. Bindusara is the king of India who captured the land between the two seas. That is Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. He's the man who captured two seas. That is Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. Bindusara is known as the king who captured the land between the two seas. And another nickname is Amitrachets. His name is Amitrachets, which means slayer of foes, which means he's the man who will kill his enemy in a very bad manner, okay, in a very cruel manner. He was too harsh, he was too aggressive, so he will massacre, he will kill his enemy in a very bad way. That is known as slayer of foes. Foes means, if you see the dictionary, enemies, right? Foes means enemies, so he will just like kill his enemy in a very bad manner. So that is why it's known as Amitrachets, which means slayer of foes. Now we will see the land which is captured by these people, this person. Okay, in the house, he was a king of Syria. Okay, he sent an ambassador known as Dynagus to the court of Bindusara. This was Orthodox. In the house, the king of Syria has sent Dynagus, who was an ambassador sent by King Indigus. King Indigus sent Dynagus as an ambassador to Bindusara. Next, Domai Philadelphus. Domai Philadelphus is a king from Egypt. Domai Philadelphus is a king from Egypt. He sent Dionysus. Dionysus is also a ambassador who was sent by Domai Philadelphus. And this Domai Philadelphus is the king of Egypt. Okay, so these are some of the basic things you should remember. Two ambassadors were sent, Dionysus and Dynagus. And it was during the reign of Bindusara, who came to India. So these are the two ambassadors you have to remember. Now, please write down the area which was under this king. He captured Peninsula area in South India. Peninsula India in South India. Peninsula area in South India. And also captured Balochistan, central and eastern part of India. He captured Peninsula area in South India and captured Balochistan, central and eastern part of India. Balochistan, central and eastern part of India. Balochistan, central and eastern part of India. So remember, who captured Balochistan? Ilyas. So he's the man. Hindu, central and eastern part of India. Peninsula area also he captured, and he's the man who captured the land between the two seas. Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. Ashoka, the greatest king. We're going to discuss this. The king Ashoka. See, his father died in the year 272 BC, right? But why he wait for 4 years? He has to fight with his brother. Okay, Ashoka almost killed 99 brothers. After that, he became the king. Okay, for 4 years he has to fight with his brother. So he only became the king in the year 268 BC. This you remember. You will be confused why 4 years he has to wait, right? The king. So for 4 years he fought with his brothers. And after that, he became the king. Almost he killed 99 brothers. After that, he became the king. So, from 268 till 232, is known as the reign of Ashoka the Great. So, see, like if you break in BC, you enjoy your life once, right? Just like this. After he became the king, he enjoyed his life for a short period, which is known as Kamashoka. This is all the nickname of Ashoka, often asked. Why he is known as Kamashoka? When he's enjoying his life. After he became the king in the year 268 BC, he has enjoyed his life. Okay, known as Kamashoka. And next is Kandasoka. Kandasoka means he suffered a lot. Wait, it's extreme wickedness, like fasting. He went through fasting, no, like that, right? Extreme wickedness, he suffered a lot in his life, personal life. There, he is known as Kandasoka. The nickname is too important. Why is known as Kandasoka? When he's suffering. When he's suffering. And last, at the end of the day, when he was about to die, he became a follower of Buddhism. That is why he is known as Tamashoka. 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 So these are the three nicknames he got. After he became a follower of Buddhism, his name changed into Tamashoka. See, right after he became the king, the first war that he has taken was the Battle of Kalinga, right? The famous Battle of Kalinga. Okay, I'll give you one example here. I'll just give you one example. Kalinga is in present-day Orissa, okay. But why this is too famous? So why it is us? Why it is us? It is like this. This is the famous battle. After this battle, Ashoka decided he will never go to war. Okay, I will never kill any person now. In fact, I will become a follower of Buddhism. So see, the reason is why has he invaded Kalinga? The only reason is why Ashoka invaded Kalinga. There are two reasons. Okay, why does he try to capture this area? First is there is a king known as King Ananda. King Ananda was not paying taxes. Since Ashoka is king, he said you have to pay taxes. But he says no, I will not pay taxes. Second, it's a very important gateway to the Southeast Asia trade. If you see Orissa, present-day Orissa in the map, every ship of the Southeast Asia pass through this area. Okay, that's the reason he wants to capture. There are two reasons why he invaded Kalinga. One is the king Ananda was not paying the taxes. Second is it is a gateway to the Southeast Asia. That's the reason. He invaded the city of Kalinga, the Battle of Kalinga, the famous Battle of Kalinga, 261 BC, in the city of Orissa. After this, he decided he will never go to war again. In fact, he became a follower of Buddhism. Okay, and he became a follower of Buddhism. Okay, now the greatest king of India. Let's see the area which is captured by this king. His empire extended from Afghanistan in the west to Bangladesh in the east. His empire extended from Afghanistan. His empire extended from Afghanistan in the west to Bangladesh in the east. His empire extended from Afghanistan in the west to Bangladesh in the east. Next, his empire included the entire India subcontinent. His empire included the entire India subcontinent. His empire included the entire India subcontinent except present-day Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. His empire included entire India subcontinent. His empire included entire India subcontinent except present-day Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. We all know why it was not captured, right? In the South India, they have been captured 3 states: Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. That's all. Yes, that's all. Okay, again, please write down. He is also known as Divanam, which means beloved of God. He is also known as Divanam. Yes, which means beloved of God. Which means beloved of God. Which means beloved of God. Also known as Priya Darshini. All these are written in the rock edicts, okay? Rock edicts. That means in the wall of this rock, the stones, not the big stones. Is written Divanam Briya, which means the beloved of God. Briya Darshani means he who regards everyone with affections. Briya Darshani means he who regards everyone with affections. Divanam Briya means the beloved of God. Divanam Briya means beloved of God. Briya Darshani means he who regards everyone with affections. Mature rock inscription. Fourteen major rock inscriptions of King Ashoka. See, what is this inscription? Yes, here. First page. What comes to your mind? Inscription. What is the meaning of inscription? Yes, just Yes, inscription means something written in the wall, okay? Yeah, or just a rock wall, right? It is too big to write in the paper. Not possible. So, in the big walls, or my big stones, right? Big stones. When you see some important, like if you see out here is no part also something's written, right? He who keeps everything to the nation. Something's been written in the rock, the cemetery of Episcopal. So like that, it is too important. So now we will discuss all these 14. Where it is located, what does it say about? And this is very much concerned about where it is located, what does it say about the inscription. So the 14 rock inscription. So let's see. It is like this. We have 14 inscription, right? So first is inscription 1 and 2 is located in Tauli. Tauli is in Orisia. Inscription 3 and 4 is located in Chakuta. It is also in Orisia. Inscription 5 and 6 is located in Kirner, which is in Gujarat. Chakuta, Odisha. This is also Odisha. Odisha. Kirner, it's in Gujarat. Kalsi, it's in Uttarakhand. Kalsi is in Uttarakhand. Okay, it's in Uttarakhand. Inscription 7 and 8 is in Uttarakhand. Supara, which means Supara? Supara is in present day Maharashtra. It's in Maharashtra. Hirakuda, inscription 11 and 12 is located in Hirakuda, which is in Andhra Pradesh. And Shabash-Kahri, the largest place right now is in Pakistan. 13 and 14 is in Pakistan. Both 13 and 14 are located in Pakistan. And 13, Shabash-Kahri, it is the largest rock inscription of Ashoka. And it is in Pakistan. Both 13 and 14 are in Pakistan. Shabash-Kahri is in Pakistan. So you can go slowly. Tauli, Chakuti, Kirner, Kalsi, Supara, Hirakuda, Shabash-Kahri, and Hazari. These are areas. Okay, where it is located? So inscription 1 and 2 are in Tauli, Orissa. Inscription 3 and 4 is in Chakuti, same state, Orissa. And Kirner is in Gujarat. Okay, inscription 5 and 6. And Kalsi, Uttarakhand, 8 and 9, 9 and 10 is also in Uttarakhand. Any doubts so far in this location? So you can memorize in this way. First, it's very hard to memorize all the 14. So D, G, DGKSYSH. Okay, this is the best way to memorize. Couple. 2. DGKSYSH. So this is how after that you memorize number. It is very easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? 1 is only single. The last one has a ring. Last is the only single one. 13 and 14 are the only single. These are only single, right? 13 and these are 14. DJ, GK, SYSH. Okay, so now let's see what does it talks about. Okay, now all the 14 I'm going to give you. So please write down. Inscription 1 talks about prohibitions of animal slaughter. Prohibitions of animal slaughter. Prohibitions of animal slaughter. Prohibitions of animal slaughter. First, inscription. Second, second inscription describes the medical mission sent everywhere for men and women by Ashoka. Second inscription describes the medical mission. Second inscription describes the medical mission sent everywhere for men and women by Ashoka. Second inscription describes the medical mission sent everywhere for men and women by Ashoka. Number 3. Inscription 3. Inscription 3 talks about the instruction. Inscription 3 talks about the instruction given to 3 Mauryan officials to perform their duty. Inscription 3 talks about the instruction given to 3 Mauryan officials to perform their duty. Inscription 3 talks about the instruction given to 3 Mauryan officials to perform their duty. Number 1. Pradeshika, Yogdas and Rajogas. Inscription 3 talks about the instruction given to 3 Mauryan officials to perform their duties. Pradeshika, Yogdas and Rajogas. Pradeshika, you can write district administration. In charge of entire district. Who is Pradeshika? Like a deputy commissioner. He is in charge of district administration. Just write one point. Who is Pradeshika? He is an officer to look after a district administration, like a deputy commissioner. Second is Yogdas. Revenue. To look after the revenue, we have a Yogdas. In bracket, you can write revenue officer or in charge of revenue. Last is Rajogas. Rajogas looks after the farmland, fixed land boundaries. Rajogas is an officer who looks after the farmland and he also fixes the land boundaries. Fix the farmland and land boundaries. He looks after the farmland and fix the net boundaries. So an officer looking after the farmland and net boundaries. Number 4, inscription 4 talks about the impact of policy of Dharma on Mauryan administration, on Mauryan policy. Mauryan policy. Dharma. Okay, I will discuss what is Dharma. Dharma means the good policy, the welfare policy, which was created by Ashoka after he became a follower of Buddhism. Okay, Dharma means the very good benevolent policy. It might be a welfare, might be a missionary work. Yes, the welfare policy, the good policy, which was created by Ashoka after he became a follower of Buddhism. So, inscription 4 talks about the impact of policy of Dharma on the Mauryan policy. Number 5. Inscription 5 deals with the introductions of an institution known as Dharma Mahatmadras. Okay, it's an officer. It's a institution of an officer. Inscription 5 deals with the introduction of an institution known as Dharma Mahatmadras. And who is this Dharma Mahatmadras? Officer appointed by Ashoka. Officer appointed by Ashoka to promote his policy of Dharma. Okay. Inscription 5 deals with the introductions of Dharma Mahatmadras. These are a group of officers appointed by Ashoka. For what reason? For what reason? To spread and enforce the policy of Dharma. Inscription 6 talks about the welfare policy. Inscription 6 talks about the welfare policies or the measures. Inscription 6 talks about the welfare policies or measures which was adopted by Ashoka. Inscription 6 talks about the welfare measures undertaken by Ashoka. Number 7. Inscription 7 pleads for tolerations among all the sects. That means every religion should be respected. You might be Muslim, I might be Hindu, I might be Christians. We should have tolerations, right? He calls for toleration. Let's have toleration. He pleads for tolerations among all the sects. So, inscription 7 is too important. Every one of us should be respect every religion. Okay, so inscription 7 is all about that one. Now, next is inscription 8. Inscription 8 talks about the pilgrimage tour. Inscription 8 talks about the pilgrimage tour taken to Bodhgaya, which is a Bihar. Okay, he has taken a pilgrimage tour. When I say pilgrimage, you are going to a place for religious purpose, right? You go to Jerusalem to see Jesus, right? So like that, he also has taken a pilgrimage tour in a place called Bodhgaya, which is in present day Bihar. And inscription 8 talks about that one. Next one, inscription 9. Inscription 9 says that all ceremonies are useless except Dhamma. Inscription 9 says that all ceremonies are useless except Dhamma, which include respect for others and even for slaves. Inscription 9 says that all ceremonies are useless except Dhamma, which include respect for others and even for slaves. Which include respect for others and even for slaves. Inscription 9 says that all ceremonies are useless except Dhamma, which include respect for others and even for slaves. Next is inscription 10. Inscription 10 talks about his desire to gain the popularity of his policy of Dhamma. Inscription 10 says that Ashoka wants to gain popularity of his policy of Dhamma. He has promoted the policy known as policy of Dhamma. He wants to gain his popularity for this religion. So it is all about that one. Inscription 10 is all about his desire to gain the popularity of his policy of Dhamma. That's all. 11. 11 also is the same. He further explained the policy of Dhamma. Inscription 11 also further explained the policy of Dhamma only. You can just write, inscription 11 also talks about the policy of Dhamma. Further explains the policy of Dhamma. That's all. Next is the 12. Inscription 12 talks about the various policy. Inscription 12 talks about the various measures adopted by Ashoka to promote other religious faith. Inscription 12 talks about the various measures adopted by Ashoka to promote other religious faith. Inscription 12 talks about the various measures undertaken by Ashoka to promote other religious faith. Next is inscription 13. Inscription 13 is the largest inscription, which is in present-day Pakistan, Shahbaz Karim, right? The area. It talks about the Battle of Kalinga, two importance, short reacts. Inscription 13 is the largest inscription, and it talks about the famous Battle of Kalinga. The famous Battle of Kalinga. Last, inscription 14. Inscription 14 is located in Hazari districts of Pakistan. Inscription 14 is located in Hazari districts of Pakistan. Inscription 14 is a small, it's a short epic. Inscription 14 is a short epic in which he explains that inscription 14 is a short epic in which Ashoka explains that he has all these edicts inscribed inscription 14 is a short edict in which Ashoka explains that he has all these edicts inscribed throughout the country. He has all these edicts inscribed throughout the country in complete version. He has inscribed. It's a short edict in which Ashoka explains that he has all these edicts inscribed throughout the country in complete versions. So these are the things you have to remember. Okay, we have two inscriptions, Kandahar and Rumindi. Kandahar is in Afghanistan, Rumindi is in Nepal. All are very unique. These two inscriptions are very unique because Rumindi inscription talks about the collection of texts. The only inscription which talks about the collections of texts. Alright. Rumindi inscription is the only inscription which talks about the collection of texts, and it is in Nepal. It is located in Nepal. Kandahar is very important because it's the only bilingual, written in two languages, Greek and Aramaic. It's the only bilingual inscription. Kandahar inscription is the only bilingual inscriptions of Mauryan dynasty, which is located in present day Afghanistan, and it is written in both Greek and Aramaic. Bilingual, written in two languages, Greek and Aramaic. Okay, now we will discuss the administration. Okay, very much important. It is like this. In the central administration, it was the king, right? The king was the head of the central administration. It was the king who was the head of the central administration. But we all know the king cannot carry out his laws and orders. He can just make the orders. He cannot implement the orders. So he take the help of some people known as Mandiri Parisha. Mandiri Parisha means the council of ministers. Like Imperial, our chief minister is very capable, rich, right? But he also knows that he cannot carry out his work alone. So he has appointed how many ministers? 11 ministers, including him is 12. So like that, Mandiri Parisha means the council of ministers to assist the help the king. And then comes three important persons. Yubraja, which means the crown prince. Purohit, which means the chief priest, like a pastor, and the crown prince. And Sitapati, which means the commander-in-chief. Senapati, which means the commander-in-chief. Senapati, which means the commander-in-chief. So these are important officials. Senapati, Purohit, Yubraja, Mandiri Parisha, which means the council of ministers. Uttarapata, Avantirashtra, Prachi, Kalinga, Dakshinipata. Dakshinipata means the southern province. Uttarapata means the northern province. Avantirashtra means the western province. Prachi means the eastern and central province. Kalinga means the eastern province. This is like this. Ashoka also knows that he cannot keep all the power with him, right? So he divided the power between center and the state. Like Nagaland is a state, right? India, we have it the center, and Modi is divided into 28 states. Like that, for Ashoka also, he has divided his kingdom into five provinces. How many provinces were there? 5 provinces. First is known as the northern province, Uttarapata. And next, you can see Avantirashtra, right? After that, Prachi. Prachi is the most important, which is the eastern, the central province, Pataliputra. The main headquarters is the Pataliputra, which is in present day Bihar. Okay, Pataliputra is the most important. Since it's too important, the main occupations of the people was agriculture. Okay, people settled down. Agriculture was the main occupations of the Mauryan people, and the demand for the king was either 1/4 or 1/6. The ratio is too important. Land revenue is the most important topic in any type of history, whether it's ancient, medieval, modern. Take example, if you produce 4 kg of rice from the field, 1 you have to give to the king. Or sometime, if you produce 6 kg, 1 you have to give to the king. Either 1/4 or 1/6. You take the option. Everything is true. Okay, either 1/4 or 1/6. What about vision? 1/4 of the total produce. 1/4 of the total produce you have to give to the king. Okay. Indika is a book written by Megasthenes, and Arthashastra is a book written by Kautilya. Arthashastra is a book also known as Ocean of Knowledge. Oceans of Knowledge. I'm so sorry. Oceans of Knowledge. Indika is the famous book written by Megasthenes. Arthashastra is the famous book written by Kautilya, which is also known as the Ocean of Knowledge. That means everything about the Mauryas, administration, economy, society, religion is discussed in this book, Arthashastra. And these two were the famous person who stayed in the court of Chandragupta Maurya. Please write down. Okay, often asked, who is Kautilya? Kautilya is the chief advisor or prime minister of Chandragupta Maurya. Too important. Who is this Kautilya? Yes, who is this? Kautilya is the chief advisor or prime minister of Chandragupta Maurya. Like the PS, right? Official PS of the CM or the prime minister. Too important. He's the most important person. Or if you are too famous, people will call you Kautilya. Okay. In India, if you are too skillful, people will call you Kautilya because Kautilya was the most skillful. Okay. Mr. Apomida, who is the chief advisor of Rio. Right. See, it is all about Mr. Apomida who speaks in the outside the assembly, right? He's a man. So like that, Caudillo was too famous. One more person is Megasthenes. Megasthenes is a Greek ambassador. Three more. This way is a Greek ambassador who stayed in the court of General Mauryan. Indica is the book written by Megasthenes, and Megasthenes is a Greek ambassador. Megasthenes is a Greek ambassador who stayed in the court of General of the Mauryan. Immediate cause for the decline. Now let's say the causes for its decline. Causes for its decline. Causes for its. Causes for its. Causes for its decline. Alright. Causes for its decline. Why has the Mauryan Empire come to an end? Too big, right? But why has it come to an end? Number one, immediate cause was the death of Ashoka. Weak successors of Ashoka. Immediate cause. Why has the Mauryan Empire, too big, ruled for 104 years all over India? But why it has come to an end? It's all because of its weak successors. Not like Ashoka, right? Not like Ashoka. You'll never find a person like Ashoka. Okay. Next point. Next reason. Partition of the empire. Partition. After the death of Ashoka, Western and Eastern province was divided. See, we have only one India, right? But no, after the death of Ashoka, the Mauryan Empire was divided into Western Empire, Eastern Empire, which was never liked by most of the people. But what to do? They have divided the empire. So this was another reason. Partitions of the empire into Western and Eastern provinces, which was never liked by the people, as well as it led to the emergence of enemies, right? The foreigners. The enemy will easily come and attack you because you are divided. Next is Ashoka Buddhist policy. Ashoka Buddhist policy. Pro-Buddhist Ashoka policy. Once he wants to shed blood, right? He wants to kill all the people. But no. After the Battle of Kalinga, he became a follower of Buddhism. So this was another big reason why the Mauryan Empire declined. He said, no, I will never shed blood. In fact, I will become a follower of Buddhism. Under the leaders of Upagupta. Often asked in BSc. Upagupta is the Buddhist teacher who converted. Okay. Upagupta is the Buddhist teacher who converted Ashoka into Buddhism. Do you follow? It was Upagupta. See, last one is like this. I will just conclude with this one. We all know the Mauryan administration was very big, right? Mauryan administration was very large, very powerful, very big. And also, we need a leader who should be very powerful, charismatic, strong, right? Capable, skillful, powerful, but no. There was no person like Ashoka. So the central administration also declined, state administration also declined after the death of Ashoka. So that was the reason before. Okay, we'll take 15 minutes break. I hope you're having a hard time this time. Alright. Okay, 11:25, we'll see you. Okay, we are done with the Mauryan, right? So after the Mauryan, who comes? Right, that is somehow important. So see, right after the downfall of the Mauryan dynasty, now the foreigners is going to invade India. Okay, this is very important. Right after the downfall of Ashoka, now the foreigners is going to come to India because now no powerful king as Ashoka. So this is we are going to discuss today. But for that also, not only the foreigners, some Indians will try to establish the kingdom, small kingdom. All right. So we will discuss that some minor dynasty today. This is not that important. Just remember their capital, their founder, and their greatest king. These are very basic things. They can ask for 2 to 3 questions. So let's discuss. Right after the post-Mauryas, we will first discuss the Indian kingdom. After that, we will see the foreigners who come to India. Okay. So here comes the Shunga dynasty. Shunga dynasty. Right after the downfall of the Mauryans, the first dynasty to come up is the Shunga dynasty. Pushyamitra Shunga is the founder of the Shunga dynasty. Okay. And remember, who was this Pushyamitra Shunga? An Indians. Who was the commander of the last king of the Mauryan dynasty? He killed his master. Okay. Pushyamitra Shunga killed the last king of the Mauryan, and he founded a new dynasty named after his own clan. Just like your Sima, you will found a kingdom after the name Sima dynasty, like that, right? If you're Aus, you can form an Au dynasty. Okay. And same thing, your capital city is Pataliputra. Pataliputra is the capital city. And after some time, they have also transferred to BDC, which is the present day Maithila Pradesh. Okay. From Pataliputra, first capital city, second they have transferred it to BDC, which is the present day Maithila Pradesh. It is like this. The second king of the Shunga dynasty is Agnimitra. Agnimitra, why Agnimitra is going to be asked in NPC is that Kalidasa, we all know the famous boy, right? Ancient boy. Kalidasa is the famous ancient boy, okay? The famous ancient boy. So what he has done is that this man has composed so many drama, right? This Kalidasa has composed so many drama. And in the famous drama, Malvik Agnimitra, Agnimitra was made the hero. Okay, Agnimitra was made the hero. No confusions? Kalidasa, the famous poet, who composed the famous drama known as Malvik Agnimitra. In this Malvik Agnimitra, the Shunga king was made the hero. The Shunga king was made the hero. So these are something you have to remember. These are something you have to remember. Or else they will never ask. They will never ask this man. But why Agnimitra is going to be asked is because of the drama. Kalidasa has composed a drama, and in that drama, Malvik Agnimitra, the drama name is Malvik Agnimitra. In this drama, there was one king who was made a hero. It was Agnimitra. Divapudi was the last king of the Shunga dynasty, and he was killed by his commander Vasudeva. Okay, Divapudi was the last king of the Shunga dynasty, and he was killed by his army commander Vasudeva. And again, it was Vasudeva who founded the Kanva dynasty. Very important from the implicit point of view. It was Vasudeva who founded a new dynasty known as the Kanva dynasty in the year 73 BC, and it ended in the year 28 BC. And same thing, please write down Pataliputra. Pataliputra was the capital city of the Kanva dynasty. Pataliputra was the capital city of the Kanva dynasty. Next is the Chiti dynasty. Okay, Chiti dynasty, it was founded by Karavila. Chiti dynasty is in present-day Orissa. Okay, Chiti you will find in present-day Orissa. Here Karavila. Karavila is the greatest king of the Chiti dynasty. And here one inscription is going to be asked. Hatikamba inscription, which is in present-day Odisha. Hatikamba inscription talks about the reign of King Karavila. You just memorize Karavila. Okay, Karavila is the king of the Chiti dynasty, and they ruled over present-day Orissa. And they ruled in the 1st century BC. 1st century BC. Hatikamba. Chiti dynasty. And Karavila is the greatest king. Karavila is the greatest king. And it was the Hadikamba inscription which tells for the reign of Chiti dynasty. Satavahanas rule over present-day Maharashtra. Okay, Satavahanas, another small kingdom which was formed by Shimuga, and it's in present-day Maharashtra, and they have capital city at Pratishtana, which is in present-day Maharashtra. Okay, Satavahanas, they have the capital city at Pratishtana, which is in present-day Maharashtra. Shimuga is the founder, and Satakarni is the greatest king of this dynasty. Satakarni is the greatest king of this dynasty. And why? See, last year this was asked, Hala was asked. Why I'm talking about Hala? Hala is the 17th king of the Satavahanas dynasty. And he wrote a very important book known as Kata Sabda Senti. Padasapta Senti. It's a very important book written by King Hala. Okay, King Hala. And it wrote from 60 BC till 225 AD. They are ruled from 60 BC till 225 AD. So this is a very important one we have to study from the ABC point of view. Alright, so remember 60 BC till 225 AD. That is all about the small dynasty. Okay, the role over India after the decline of Mauryan dynasty. And lastly, we will end up with the coming of the foreigners. Okay, the coming of the foreigners. Coming of the foreigners. Okay, so where does the foreigners come from? Northwest India. Okay, you see the map of India. You see just see the map of India. The best way to India is Eastern India and Western India. Okay, this is the best place to come in. So the foreigners come from this place. Alright, so they take it this way. Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, no, right? Very easy to take. So this is the place they come from. Foreigners are come from this area. These days they take from this area, right? Yes? The girls are coming from this area. China is also in here. These are the areas they're targeting. So this is the only one. This is only the safe place of India. If you see, this is the only safe place. Yes. So remember, in every ancient king, their capital city was Pataliputra, which is Bihar. Because if you can capture here, every East India is captured, and one more you can capture is Kanush. Kanush, which is in present day Uttar Pradesh. If you can capture Kanush, entire North India is captured. You just need to capture this South India, Mysore and all, right? So that was, and this was never captured by the Mauryan. That was the only reason, because of dense forest. So that is the only two areas they are looking for. These they also the same. Where will they come from? First is they will take a business, right? Mumbai, Gujarat and all. In Eastern India, the city of joy, Calcutta. Yes, from here they can entirely destroy East India. Here, if the West India, Gujarat, Mumbai, the financial capital is destroyed, now what can you do? Our technology center is in the South India. So this is the only area now. So this is the only place they are going to attack. So India has to be ready for that. Okay, Indo-Greeks. They were the first foreigners to come to India. Please write down in the ancient period. Indo-Greeks were the first foreigners to come to India after the decline of the Mauryans. Indo-Greeks. We will discuss this. Please write down. Please write some bullet points. The Indo-Greeks were the first foreigners to come to India in the post-Mauryan period. And they all came from Northwest India. As I said, Northwest India is the place where they will come. So they are the first foreigner to come to India from Northwest India. And they were the first to issue whole coins. Okay, too important. Often asked in BSc. They are the first person to issue whole coins in India. And Greeks are also known as Yavanas. Okay, the Greeks are also known as Yavanas. The Greeks are also known as Yavanas. Nagarjuna is the greatest king of the Hindu-Greeks. Okay, I'm so sorry, Menander is the greatest king of the Hindu-Greeks. The Hindu-Greeks, the greatest king was King Menander. It was King Menander who was the greatest king. And Nagarjuna is a monk. Okay, Nagarjuna is a monk. Both of them has a very big discussion, a famous discussion known as Milinda Banho. This is short bios. Milinda Banho. Milinda Banho is a famous dialogue between King Menander and monk, Buddhist monk Nagarjuna. Buddhist monk Nagarjuna. And this lead to conversions of Menander to Buddhism. Often asked, okay, what is Milinda Banho? It's a religious text. It's a conversation between King Menander and Nagarjuna, the famous Buddhist monk. And this conversation has led to the conversion of Menander to Buddhism. That's all. Okay, this you remember. Okay, please write down one more point. Indian astrology came to be influenced by Greek ideas. Indian astrology came to be influenced by Greek ideas. Indian astrology came to be influenced by Greek ideas, and from the Greek term horoscope was derived. Horoscope, right? Horoscope. This was derived from which country? From which country? The Greek. Too important. Please write down. In Indian, astrology came to be influenced by Greek ideas, and from the Greek, the term horoscope was derived. One more point. The idea of representing Buddha as a human being, which means the idol worship, originated with the Greeks. The idea of representing Buddha as a human being, the idol worship, originated with the Greeks. The idea of representing Buddha as a human being, which means the idol worship, originated with the Greeks. Okay, write down one more point. The Greeks contributed to the development of Indian theatre. The Greeks contributed to the development of Indian theatre by the use of cardians. The Greeks contributed to the development of Indian theatre by the use of cardians, known as Sutradhara. Sutradhara means the stage manager, and Nepatya means the backstage. If you go to cinema hall, right, there is a stage manager. Yes or no? Which means Sutradhara. And Nepatya means the backstage. So this Indian theater is somehow copied from the Greeks. You go to big cinema hall, there is a backstage, right? There is a stage manager, you know. So these are all borrowed from the Greeks. As well as horoscope. The term horoscope was also borrowed from the Hindu Greeks. So these are some of the important things which is introduced by the Greeks. The most asked in easy question is Melinda Banho. Melinda Banho, and the first to introduce gold coins is the Greeks. Greeks has one more term, Yavanas. You might not know the name of Greeks. Go for Senti, okay. Next is the Sakas. Sakas are also coming from Central Asia. Okay, these are a race. They are people coming from Central Asia. So the Sakas in India, they have 5 capitals. Too important. The Sakas in India have 5 capitals. First is Afghanistan. Second is Punjab. Third is Mathura. Fourth is Deccan. And the fifth is Saurashtra. These are all the capital cities of the Sakas. And the Sakas ruled from 1st century BC till the 4th century AD. Alright. The Sakas ruled from 1st century BC till the 4th century AD. The Sakas ruled from 1st century BC till the 4th century AD. Okay. The greatest and the famous king of the Shaka king was Rudradraman. Okay, Rudradraman was the greatest king of the Sakas. And even though he's a foreigner, right, he issued the longest inscription in Sanskrit. The Jes Sanskrit. The inscription which is introduced, the longest Sanskrit inscription was introduced by him. Even though our foreigners, he issued the longest Sanskrit inscription known as the Jes Sanskrit inscription. You just remember this thing, okay? Remember one thing. You have to remember is the Sudarshan lake. This is every time repeated in BSc. What is this? It's a lake, which is in present-day Gujarat. So it was King Rudradraman. Just like now, lightning is coming, right? This lake was struck by lightning. So it was he who repaired it. It was King Rudradraman. It was King Rudradraman who repaired the Sudarshan lake. And it grew from 1st century BC till the 4th century AD. In basic analysis in this way, who built the Sudarshan Lake? Sudarshan, the famous Sudarshan Lake, which is in Gujarat, was built by Pushyagupta, who was the governor of Chandragupta Maurya. During the Mauryan time, it was built. Okay, this is a very expensive question from linguistic point of view. Sudarshan Lake was built by Pushyagupta. And who was this Pushyagupta? Pushyagupta was the governor of Chandragupta Maurya. During the Mauryan period. During the Mauryan period. Sudarshan Lake was built by Pushyagupta. Okay, and when it was hit by lightning, it was repaired by King Rudratraman. So let's go back to the next point. The Parthians. The Sakas were replaced by the Parthians. One more. The Parthians. The Sakas were replaced by the Parthians. The Parthians, it ruled from 1st century BC till the 1st century AD. Taxila was the capital city. Okay, Taxila was the capital city of the Parthians. And the greatest king of this dynasty was Hondofirnes. The Parthians are also coming from Central Asia, especially from Iran. The Parthians came from Iran. Okay, they also come from Central Asia. It's a race from Central Asia. And remember, here just remember one thing: Hondofirnes. Hondofirnes is the greatest king of the Parthians, and it was during his time the famous traveler Saint Thomas came to India. This question was asked: Saint Thomas came to India during whose reign? Hondofirnes. Who was the greatest king of the Parthians? And the Parthians has a capital city at Taxila. Taxila. And it ruled from 1st century BC till the 1st century AD. 1st century BC till the 1st century AD. Same thing, the Koshans. The Koshans are the last foreigners, okay, and they came from Central Asia. Same thing, and they have two capitals, Mathura. Mathura is in present-day Uttar Pradesh, and Peshawar is in present-day Pakistan. They have two capitals. The Koshans have two capitals, Peshawar and Mathura, and they ruled from 1st century AD till the 3rd century AD. They ruled from 1st century AD till the 3rd century AD. The Kushans, they ruled from 1st century AD till the 3rd century AD. And they all came from Central Asia. They have two capital cities, Peshawar and Mathura. Peshawar and Mathura. Kanishka. Kanishka is the greatest king of the Kushan dynasty, known as the second Ashoka, because he's too powerful. Okay, just remember this then. They will never ask any other points because it's a minor dynasty. Okay, so just remember the Kushan. The Kushan dynasty, the greatest king was King Kanishka, and he is the man who is known as the second Ashoka because of his military success. Great king. And he's the man. One more day, he introduced the Sakaida, our calendar, right? Our calendar has been perfect here. Sakaida. Who is the Sakaida? It was the Kanishka. In the year 78, 80. Please remember that 78, 80 was him. Who introduced the Sakaida? 78. And lastly, at the end, one more day, it was the fourth Buddhist council who was dominated by Kanishka. It was the king Kanishka, yes, who has given the real patronage for organizing the fourth Buddhist council. Because you can ask the question that way. Who was the king? Who helped him? Yes, it was King Kanishka who had organized the fourth Buddhist council. Ashoka, third. Right. Second was Kalashoka, and the first was Ajatasattu. See, every council there was a king, right? We will stop here for today. Alright, we will stop here for today. And now is the best time. The best part is going on now, right? This is the best time. Tomorrow, I will start a topic in South India known as Sangam Age. Sangam Age. And after that, we will start with the Golden Age, which means the Gupta dynasty. Okay, Gupta dynasty. Gupta dynasty. So I hope you're doing it well. Okay, next Saturday we're starting with the mock test. Okay, 200 marks. You can also bring your friends. Okay, mock test for NPSC. Next Saturday, not the next, but next Saturday. We will try. We will see you how much you are done till now. Right. Lucien, as I said, Lucien should be 1 month. We have 1 month, right? 1 month to go. And now how much you can score? Hardly 50. Hardly 50. Some can score 60. Yes, that's a good one. And within these 30 days, you can increase 30 marks. That will give you a seat to sit for the main. Okay? Another 30 marks. 30 days. 30 days, study for 6 hours. If you are done with 6 hours, this is for you. This is for you, okay? Very much possible. It is for you. Because the vacancies are more. Vacancies are more. This is for you. So another 30 days, if you're in that zone, well good, well good. MBC, the job is just waiting for you. The job is just waiting for you. So we'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Same time.